Welcome back. This week on KCAT, we have some coverage on the Blacklight Assembly from Tuesday, details on some early softball signings, and on Gabe's Game Recap, we will get the results on the boys and girls basketball team, bowling, and wrestling meets from last Saturday. I'm Reagan Williams, and KCAT News starts right now. The annual Blacklight Assembly took place on Tuesday, with Classy Cats and cheerleaders performing their routine along with drumline. Emily Barker is going to be telling us about why we have the assembly.
The Blacklight Assembly took place this week on Tuesday, February 13th. The cheerleaders started off the assembly with a stomp routine to wake up the crowd and entertain them. Next up were the Classy Cats with their Fireflies routine that lit up the stage and filled the room with lots of excitement. Lastly, the drumline made lots of noise and had a surprise lightsaber fight in their performance. To top the assembly off, Christian Davis was chosen to pie Officer Bohannon in the face. Although there was a lot of cheers and excitement during this assembly, the main attention was focused on recognizing the seniors in their last high school winter season that is coming to an end. Emily Barker, KCAT News.
Thanks, Emily. This week on Gabe's Game Recap, Austin Faunensdale is catching up with Brooklyn Egan, Skylar Darnell, and Caitlin Hayes, who had signings from softball from a couple months ago. Gabe is going to be telling us about basketball, wrestling, and bowling scores that he caught footage of.
Thanks, Reagan. On Thursday, February 8th, the bowling teams were in action for their senior night against Bueller. The boys varsity won 2,652 to 2,315, setting a new team record for the highest pinfall. Garrett Moon led the Cats bowling a 711 series, then the JV boys won 2,099 to 440. The Cats were led by Nathan May, who bowled a 571 series. The girls varsity finished their season undefeated with a pinfall of 2,345 to 2,105. The Cats were led by Addie Schiffelbein, who bowled a 553 series. The JV girls capped off the school-wide sweep with a pinfall of 1,424 to 404, being led by Shira Herman, who bowled a 428 series. On February 9th, the boys and girls basketball teams traveled to Rose Hill. The boys C team overcame the Rockets, earning their first win of the season, 53 to 49. Then the JV boys lost a very close one, 54 to 53. Then the varsity boys were edged off by the Rockets, 86 to 71. The Cats were led by Drew Ellis, who dropped 22 points and 8 rebounds with 4 assists. Trey Abasolo had 18 points with 3 rebounds, and then Jeb Hornerman had 14 points with 5 rebounds and 5 assists. Ellis now owns the record for the most three-pointers made in a career, which is now 128. The record was previously held by Ty Reddington, who had 125. Ellis still has one more year to go as well. The girls' C team fell 54 to 17, then the girls' JV fell 50 to 27. The girls' varsity couldn't overcome the Rockets as well, falling 43 to 28. The Cats were led by Erica Landis, who had 11 points and 3 rebounds. Kira Parks dropped 4 points with 5 rebounds, and Peyton Christian had 2 points and 6 rebounds. On February 10th, for the first time in Mulvane history, the Wildcats got to compete in the Kansas Girls State Championship. Ana Lopez placed second, and Honor Ura placed fifth. They represented Mulvane very well, placing 24th out of 54 teams. The JV wrestling team was in action at the Burling Invitational, with Ethan Marshall and Demetrio Huerta medaling in third place. The varsity wrestling team was in action at the Chase County Invitational. The Cats placed first as a team, with Chadwick Stahl, Josh Bush, Seth Dillon, Preston West, Cole Long, and Kyle Smith placing second. Then Jacob Bush and Ethan McElroy placed third. And finishing off was Gage Russell and Jace Burdick in fourth. The bowling teams were in action at the Alley for a tournament hosted by Andover. The girls' varsity placed second as a team, with Addie Schiffelbein placing third individually, and Jolene Mills placing fourth individually. The boys placed seventh, then individually Kel Titus placed first. On Tuesday, February 13th, the boys and girls basketball teams hosted collegiate. The boys C team lost 65 to 38. The JV boys held on but couldn't overcome the Spartans 60 to 58. Then the boys varsity fell 80 to 48. Drew Ellis led the Cats with 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Jeb Herman netted 8 points with 2 rebounds and 4 assists. Then Trey Abasolo finished off with 7 points and 3 rebounds. The girls' C team won 37-21. Then the varsity girls lost a close game to the Spartans, 46-35. Kira Parks dropped 16 points with 10 rebounds and 1 assist. Maddie Tharp had 6 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. Then Grace Myers finished off with 5 points and 2 rebounds. There were a few more students who chose to continue their academic and athletic career. Austin has the pitch on who's signing and where they're going.
4 Mulvane High students have signed or committed to play sports in college. 3 of those students have signed for softball. Brooklyn Egan has signed with Tabor College. As a pitcher last year, Eager has an earned run average of 5.28. Egan's parents are both very excited for her to attend Tabor.
They were really excited for me, probably like a little bit more than I was, but they're really happy for me.
Caitlin Hayes is committed to Independence Community College. Her most recent available stats show an earned run average of 7.56. Hayes plans to start at a 2-year college, then transfer later.
They're like just a 2-year. It was really small and the campus is really nice and it's easy to get around, and most of my college will be paid for.
Skylar Darnell plans on attending Cali County Community College. As a catcher last year, Darnell has a fielding average of 0.964. After taking a campus visit, Darnell knew Cali was the right choice for her.
I looked to my mom and I was like, yeah, 100%. And my mom started crying. She was like, oh my gosh. And we called my dad, and my dad doesn't lose words, but he was pretty proud of me.
Earlier today, Bailey Cagle signed with Allen County Community College to continue her cheerleading career. While Cagle was not initially considering Allen County, she was presented with an opportunity she did not want to pass.
I actually got an email interested in me trying out, so I just went up there on senior day and tried out, and I made the team.
KCAT wishes all our future college students the best of luck next year. Austin Fonenstiel, KCAT News.
That's it for this week's edition of Gabe's Game Recap. Gabe Daniel, KCAT News.
Thanks, Gabe. Don't forget we don't have school Friday, but we do have a home basketball game against Wellington, and there's also a varsity wrestling tournament. We also don't have school Monday. On Tuesday, boys and girls basketball play at Annandale. Thursday, basketball plays at Clearwater, and there's a varsity bowling tournament. As always, thanks for watching KCAT and have a good weekend.
Atlantis' Fifth Hour. Emily Barker, KCAT News.
Thanks for watching KCAT.
This week on KCAT, we have some coverage of the Blacklight
Thanks for watching KCAT.
Thank you for watching KCAT.
with Brooklyn Eagle.
Thanks for watching KCAT.
This week on KCAT, we have some coverage of the Blacklight.
Thanks for watching KCAT.
Thanks for watching KCAT.
Thanks for watching KCAT. Details on some early softball signings.
Thanks for watching KCAT.
Thank you for watching KCAT.
Dun 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 dun.
Recording.
Oh, that's awkward.
You are love.